Hey, what's good guys? My name's Chris. Welcome back to the official WearTesters.com YouTube channel. And today, we got the performance review on these guys right here. This, my friends, is the Nike Adapt BB 2.0. So first things first, before we get started, we are out here in Folsom, California. Big shout out to everybody over at Lifetime. They let us come in here and record all of our performance reviews. And if you were interested in checking out Lifetime and everything that they have to offer, click the link in our description box and it'll head you over to their website where you can check it all out. Whether you're here for hot yoga, maybe just a haircut, they got smoothies downstairs. They got guys out there and girls waiting to roll you out and use one of those like machine thingies, you know what I'm saying? I always forget what they're called. You know what they're called though, right? You know what I'm talking about? Okay. And on top of all of that awesome stuff, like besides the state-of-the-art equipment, the gigantic pools, the indoor one, the outdoor one, all the tennis courts, all that kind of good stuff, they have the best hoops league in the nation called Ultimate Hoops, where you enter into the draft. A team will draft you based off of your stats or your skills if you have not played in the league before. And then this league treats average Joes just like pros. They keep track of all your stats from points to minutes to assists, all the good stuff. So if you're interested in checking out Lifetime, again, check out the link in the description box below to head you over to their website where you can read all about it. And with that being said, let's go ahead, get right into it. So these guys right here feature herringbone, which is a little bit different than the original Adapt BB. Those featured a circular or spiral pattern. And I have to say that the performance is almost identical. In this case, the pattern itself wasn't the culprit per se, but it is the actual rubber compound. The rubber compound here is okay. It's not anything crazy. It would get the job done. On every court that I took them on, including this one, this was the best one, obviously. This is the most well-maintained and all of that stuff, but I took them on, you know, regular gym courts, 24s, rec, like just like, I don't know what to call them, like churches, you know what I mean? Like, I'm pretty sure it was a church. I know that sounds bad, it's okay. And they just played okay, it wasn't anything crazy. So again, they get the job done, but for the money, I just feel like there's other options where you can go way cheaper and get that grip or that bite that you, I wouldn't say deserve, but kinda. Now, as far as the fit is concerned, I went true to size. That's what I would recommend. Trying to break these guys in, by the way. They're a little snug right now, so hopefully that happens pretty soon. And then the first thing that you'll notice is when you get your foot in here, if it decides to do it, these things are temperamental, man. Technology these days. Let me see if standing up helps. You think they're dead? Oh, there we go. It did it on the right one. My left shoe's not doing it, guys. What's going on? Oh, there we go. Finally, it's connected. So what's supposed to happen is right when you put your foot in, it's supposed to scan everything and then kind of like adjust its tightness to what it might think is your perfect fit. And then you can also go right into the app right here and then you can adjust that and all that stuff. For some reason, the left shoe connected, it didn't do anything. So either it thinks it's already perfectly tight or it's just slacking on me today. I don't know what to tell you. Now, the thing is that these guys, you can go like way the heck up here. There we go, finally it goes. But for whatever reason, it's just too snug. It starts to really like cramp my feet up. It just feels like dead weight, like I'm cutting off circulation and stuff. So these are pretty much the numbers that I normally roll with. And you can also program this all in here as well. So you have like your fit and then there's a bunch of different fits. So whether it's your performance fit or if you're using these casually, so that would be your casual fit, all that stuff, you can name them and everything like that. These low numbers are pretty much what I use because otherwise they get like really, really tight and too restrictive overall. Luckily, it doesn't affect anything as far as support goes, but it's not that feeling of fit and containment that I kind of like prefer in most of my basketball shoes. I had the same exact issue with the first version, the original Adapt BB, where the fit just to me wasn't great. These are a little bit better, but still not perfect. Now, all of that screeching, again, means absolutely nothing when it comes to traction. That grip right there is allowing a lot of friction, so a lot of movement. And what you want is bite. You want that thing to really like hit the floor, grab it, and do its thing. So you might be the loudest one on the floor, but that does not mean that you're the one like sticking like glue to the floor either. So again, that herringbone is supposed to kind of cover every direction, whether you're going laterally or linearly and all of that stuff. They grip the best, like I was saying, on this floor. But when I'm on other floors, for some reason, it just kind of wipes out on like the worst kind of situations. And usually it's when I'm trying to maneuver and I'm going this way and then quickly moving back over here. And it actually just felt like it was gonna, left foot felt like it was skidding out right there. I don't know if we caught that on camera, but it's just one of those things where it's pretty inconsistent. Like I said, it'll get the job done, but if we're talking about retail price alone, 400 bucks, I think that these should grip just as good as those bad boys down there, the Jordan 34 or the SE version, doesn't really matter which one. Those guys just have incredible grip. So again, as you guys may have noticed, the shoe retails for $400. It's got all kinds of gadgets inside, the auto lacing, the app connectivity, but does it actually give you guys skills? Of course it does, man. Watch this. Instant bucket, instant. I was just kidding, guys. It doesn't actually give you instant skills. You got to actually be in the gym and practice for that stuff. Now the cushion on these guys is very similar to the original, where it has the Cushlon midsole. And for those of you guys that are sticklers for creasing, these guys definitely show it, because that's letting you know that the cushion's doing its job and stuff. So these guys, they've got a lot of little compression, some bounce back, all that stuff. But what's great is that they actually implemented Zoom Turbo into the forefoot. So you got that Kyrie-like feel with these guys. And the Kyrie 6 is one of my favorite basketball shoes right now. So if you can get a shoe like this to feel as close to something like that, which happens to be one of my favorites at the moment as possible, then I do think that that's a great thing. Obviously, you're not paying $400 for Cushlon and for Zoom. You're paying for the little motor and mechanism that's right under there that, you know, will auto lace these. And yes, this is how loose I need mine to be. And if I ever need to retighten it or whatever, I just press those buttons and it'll cinch it up a little bit. But usually, again, it cuts off circulation in my feet. So it's not the most ideal setup for me personally. But that cushion, boy, that cushion is money. Now the materials are a little bit of an upgrade in terms of durability, because you got this kind of coated textile, a lot of fuse overlays, a lot of plastic. Some people may like this, some people may not. I personally don't like it, but for performance reasons, I can't complain about it. It does do its job, and it does its job really well. They did add some premium touches, like this little leather piece and suede back here, but it's just not a premium feeling shoe in hand, other than the mechanics of it that come inside the shoe and, you know, the app connectivity and all that stuff. However, one thing I will say about these is that they feel, even though they are heavier in weight, like if you do a direct comparison on a scale, these feel much lighter on foot than the original, which I think is very interesting. Now the support is interesting because I have to keep them so loose, otherwise they cut off circulation on my foot. You would think that support would suffer greatly. It doesn't, which I think is great. It's like a benefit to the overall shoe's construction, like that upper, the way that the auto lacing cables run through the sides of the shoes, the back of the shoe, all that stuff. So if you're looking at just where things are placed, this is your lockdown. You got another one right here, locks you down this way, and then this guy right here pulls you into the back of the heel. So even though it's a little bit loose, when you do put, you know, pressure on there, it stops it from moving. And then you got the heel counter. The little motor in there kind of acts as a torsional bar, because you can't move right there at that midfoot section. So it's pretty much got everything that you would need and everything that you should need in a basketball shoe. I just think that the price is more for novelty. You don't really need this stuff on a basketball court. It doesn't need to replace laces. Although for some people it would be a great benefit if you're one-handed or whatever, which there are one-handed or one-armed hoopers out there. Go on the internet, you'll find them. They're amazing. So I can see where this application would be useful. It's just not something for me personally. And on top of that, it's not ideal for me either. And again, this is the same exact thing that I thought about with the original version, where I was like, for $350, I can get some like really solid performance out of a basketball shoe that I could go grab at a Nike outlet for 70 bucks or whatever and be perfectly happy with them. With all that being said, I do think this shoe is good. I just don't think that it's great. That might be because of the price. It might like hold a little bit of bias over my own head, which is my fault, because I should keep everything like as neutral as possible, but you can't really help it when something is as pricey as a $400 shoe, because I know a lot of people were doing that with the big baller brand stuff, where it's like, how much were those? The first one. They're like $500 or $600, right? And people were like, for $500 or $600, they should lace themselves. Hey, now they do. And they have a swoosh on it, so that's even better, right? Right? I'm kidding, okay, hypebeast, relax. But with all that being said, it's a solid sneaker. I just wouldn't go and buy them again. If you're the type that wants to look like the cool guy out there, or like the rich guy, or whatever it is, then go ahead and grab them. You'll have fun with them. They work primarily. But right over there, once again, just one of my favorite basketball shoes. The Air Jordan 34, doesn't matter if it's the SE version or the basic version. I mean, that's a fucking sneaker right there. And on top of that, Kyrie 6, even cheaper, just as awesome. Better grip than these two, in my opinion, based off of my experiences. Better fit, although those are really tight. But that pretty much takes care of it. If you need any more information on these guys right here, we'll leave a link in the description box below. It'll head you over to WearTesters.com, where you can check out their price, their weight, their scores. If you wanted to check out Lifetime, go ahead and click the other link. It'll send you over to their website. You can, join their league or their programs, whatever it is you want to do. Maybe get a guest pass, try it out for a day, see how it works. And that's pretty much it. So thank you so much for watching. Thanks for all the support. And until next time, guys, peace. That was one shot. That was one. It was the only one.